5 positive and 5 negative traits that retirement has uncovered in me as I've gone along in my 4 years now of retirement. Guys, leave me comments for those of you who are retired already. Have you noticed anything that has changed in you since you retired? Yeah, I've got some pretty big ones here for me. One thing you have to realize is that when you're retired, it's a whole new life. You can expect changes. Okay, you can just count on it. You'll have some changes, some positive, some negative. All right? Don't think that this is just, well, it's an extension of life, but it's a totally different chapter in your life now that you've retired. As I'm here above downtown LA on a beautiful, actually getting chilly though, day. So let's go through, first of all, the 5 positive traits that have been uncovered since I've retired. Number 1, this took a while. Now, some of these traits will also have overlap. It depends on, the situation. So there may be a couple that may be similar in the positive and negative, but you'll see. This one just happened, I'd say, in the last year, maybe year and a half. I am very positive now about my finances. It has given me a peace of mind that I didn't have leading up to retirement. I just didn't have that peace of mind, especially about finances, especially the first couple of years I retired, guys. As you know, I went through sequence of returns risk, and it frightened me badly. So the last, the market's doing better. I've got a better handle on how to deal with looking at my finances. So peace of mind I have gained, especially in the last year and a half in retirement, that I didn't have before, especially about my finances. Number 2, compassion. I think a big part of this is, you're not working anymore. The stresses of work have faded. Yes, of course, it's life. You're gonna undergo stress at certain times. But I used to have an overriding anxiety about work. Because of that going away, I can feel compassion now. I used to be angry. I used to be in a bad mood half the time, mostly because of work. When you're in that kind of mood, kind of a hard mood for you to feel compassion toward other people, toward different parts of the world. I've noticed that. It's kind of almost like an empathy. It is uncovered in me that I can feel compassion to other people, the situations they're going through, and not compare it to mine and say, oh yeah, but I'm going through this. Compassion has really come to the forefront for me, for other people, for other parts of the world since I've retired. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If you think you might like that, like the video and think about subscribing as well. Number 3, positivity. Again, this goes to no negative work thoughts. I look forward to the future now, guys. Yeah, of course you're retired, okay? It's the latter part of your life, but I look forward to the future. I'm positive about the future. Go back to number 1, peace of mind about my finances. I'm pretty healthy for a 63-year-old man. So my positivity has gone way up since I retired. And you know what? A lot of the negative things before I retired were related to work. I had so many negative thoughts toward work. My positivity toward my life in general wasn't that great. Most of that because of work. Now that work is gone, positivity has gone up. Number 4, creativity. My creativity now is kind of going through the roof. Bear with me doing the hand change. Always scary, always scary. Whew, we got it, man, we got it. Creativity. Number 1, with this YouTube channel. I'm doing stuff I never thought I could have done before. Speaking in front of people. Yeah, I'd done it before I was a teacher, so I was kind of comfortable with that. But speaking on camera to potentially millions, YouTube reaches billions, potentially, of people. I didn't know if I would be comfortable doing that. I'm fine. It's just an extension of teaching for me. So the creativity for my YouTube channel, for my writing, I have a lot of time now to work on my writing. For those of you who don't know, I put out a book. It was a thriller book, but it was also something that was just like that. New friend. Is he taking a leak behind me? I just don't know. I'm not going to even look back there. But he is a new friend. So yeah, my creativity has gone way up. Just because now I can spend a lot more time on writing. You know, it was always in the back of my mind. I would spend a decent amount of time writing, but now I've got all the time in the world to spend writing, you know? So my creativity, YouTube channel, writing in general, it has gone up and I love it. Guys, if you are in any way creative in retirement with all that time on your hands, yeah, your creativity will probably boom like mine has. And number 5, my patience has gone up. This kind of goes along with compassion, right? You know, if I'm in a line at the grocery store, I used to get antsy. I used to come and be like, come on, man, I got places to go, things to do. Not now. It could be 9 in the morning. I'm at the grocery store. There could be a long line. It's all right. I'll just hang out for a while, go on my phone. You know, no big deal. Another thing is traffic. You know, down here in Los Angeles, man, traffic. I had a job that I had like an hour and a half commute each way. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. With traffic, bad traffic, 2 hours. Now I'm in traffic because I'm only down here 2 weeks a month. I can sit there, just kind of hang out. You know, it's not nearly as bad as it was when I was working because I don't have to deal with it now every single day. So let's go to the negative traits retirement has brought out in me. Number 1, because in retirement, you have all the time in the world to think. I tend to overthink things sometimes. I tend to have ruminating thoughts. What are those? Those are stuff you just think about. Now, a lot of that has to deal with depression. Haven't been depressed since I've been retired, but I have a history of that. When people are depressed, they tend to ruminate on things, negative things. So my mind is kind of made up that way. Sorry, I got the scratchy throat going. Don't have my retirement vodka out here to help me out. So I ruminate on things. I overthink things. That's just a tendency of mine. Now that I have all the time in the world, I tend to do that not all the time. A lot of these traits are situationally dependent, not all the time. But there's a lot of time if you get in that kind of loop of ruminating thoughts. Sometimes that happens to me. Number 2, okay, this is something I just realized recently. I have a tendency now to splurge. I'd say the last year or so. And again, this goes back to a positive one about peace of mind financially. There are times, you know what? Am I getting old here? I just recently made a video about changes that people get when they get older. I can't even hold this thing up for a couple minutes before I have to switch hands. So splurging, because the peace of mind financially, sometimes, you know, if I'm having a good month on YouTube, like this month should be pretty good as far as proceeds go, I find myself splurging on things. And I go to thrift stores all the time, as you guys know. I usually look at the price tag. When I'm having a good month on YouTube, I don't look at the price tag as much. Or I'll see something online. It's like, you know what? I'm doing pretty good this month. Maybe I can get that. Yeah, that's not too good on a moderate income retirement. I have to rein myself in sometimes. Now, I don't go crazy. I don't spend $1,000 on something I see online, but I could spend 50. The next day I could spend another 50. That adds up. So splurging is a negative trait that has popped up since I've retired. Regrets. Okay, this goes along with number 1, overthinking. All the time in the world. I do have, everyone's got regrets, right guys? Everyone's got regrets. I have some regrets that I am in the process of trying to change. Now, sometimes when you have regrets, you know, the person has passed on. The person may be out of reach. They may be some regrets that don't deal with people, could deal with situations. If that situation is past, there's no chance to rectify that regret. In some cases, I have chances to rectify that regret. I am dealing with those now. Don't know if they'll turn out positively. I hope they will. But again, with all the time in the world, you have all that time to think about things you regret. So yes, regrets, a negative trait that has come out in retirement. Now, along with these traits, negative, positive, it doesn't happen all the time, okay? But they're there. I've noticed them. Number 4, for those of you who know my girlfriend, and there are a couple people on this channel that do, a couple viewers that do, okay? Ask her about my snippiness. Before, we didn't live together at all. We've been together 23 years, but we never lived together, okay? Now that I come down here 2 weeks of the month, we're living together for 2 weeks, 24/7. There are things that have come up that I didn't notice before, and I'm sure she feels the same way. We've talked about it. In fact, I know she feels the same way. I can get snippy at times. Things I don't like, things I don't agree with. And bottom line, it is her house. She can do whatever she wants with it, but there are times I get snippy because there are things that came to the forefront that I never saw before because we weren't together 24/7 for 2 weeks. So that is a negative trait that has come to the forefront, snippiness. If that's a word, hey, if it's not, I just made it up. And number 5, and this is easy. This is an easy one to fall into. Laziness. Man, if there is nothing that you really have to do, like, hey, you don't have to be at work every day. There are days, and you know what? Once in a while, not bad. Not bad to do this. Where I can sit around and go, I don't want to do anything today. Nothing. Now, does that mean I'm on TV 12 hours a day? No. But I just don't want to, I could have had things planned. I just don't want to do. There could be things on my girlfriend's honey-do list that I don't want to do. Honey, I'll get to it tomorrow. If that happens more than, I don't know, say, 1 day is fine. If it goes to a couple days, which it can do, you're getting older, you're not as active, there's nothing for you to do, you can get lazy. My laziness has come to a forefront. So guys, there you go, 5 negative and 5 positive traits that retirement has brought out in me. Let us know about what has happened with you retirees. Let us know. What are some traits that came out in you since you've been retired? And as always, from above, beautiful downtown LA on a Thursday morning about 9:15, we got this.